up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm XenoHeart13, and you're welcome back to XenoHeart News. Just kidding. This isn't a talk show. So, what I'm going to be talking about in this video, if you can tell from the title of the video, is my thoughts on a burp. No. But this is it for, in all seriousness, this is my thoughts, my pure thoughts on the upcoming new Resident Evil 3 remake. Now, I had no intentions on making a video because I was going to get this game anyway. But it goes to show that a lot of people like just naming a name out there. I recently was scrolling through YouTube the other day, and I would typed in Resident Evil 3 remake to see if there was any new news. And I saw this guy's YouTube channel, and some of you may know him. His name is Michael Does Life, and you know, a lot of his videos are mostly negativity. Some of them don't really make sense about why. Like, he explains the games are so bad, but his Resident Evil 3 videos kind of make sense and kind of don't. You know what I'm saying? But this is not a bash video. I don't know him. I have no right to hate on his videos and stuff like that. That's the content that he produces. I'm my own content creator, so you know what I'm saying. So, but getting on to it, he does make pretty valid points about the Resident Evil 3 remake. Now, I will admit, I am a fan of the Resident Evil series. I've been here since Resident Evil 1. I played Code Veronica. I played the first one. I will admit, the only two. There's only. I guess I probably wouldn't be. I haven't played 4 of them. I haven't played Operation Raccoon City. That's literally because I tried it, didn't like it, so I won't do it. I haven't played the original RE2. The reasoning behind that is when it came out, me and my family got the original RE3, so we had that to look forward to, but my family and I didn't really play all of them growing up all that much, but you know how it is back then. So our parents were able to get us. We were lucky enough to get Resident Evil 3, so we grew up with that one. So I played Resident Evil 3. We couldn't really afford to get Resident Evil 2, so I didn't play the original RE2, but I did play the remake. So yeah, I haven't played this one called, what's it called? The Umbrella Chronicles or something, for it was for the Wii, and stuff like that. Haven't played that one yet. Looks cool. Looks pretty cool. The graphics are awesome. And I also haven't played Biohazard, which is 7. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not even going to touch that one. I kind of like the third-person perspective. This is just me saying it. I personally like the third-person perspective, or over-the-shoulder camera angle, or even where it looks like the camera is hanging from a friggin' street lamp, and you can only see certain visuals that are around you. So, but that's just me. Resident Evil to me shouldn't be first person, but to all of you that like Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, kudos to you. I'm not judging you. That's just my opinion. But leading on to it, the Resident Evil 3. Right. Let's see. My thoughts on Resident Evil 3 remake are this. Honestly, from what I've been seeing, it looks amazing. Honestly, now, I recently went back and replayed Resident Evil 3. Thanks to my cousin, he got an emulator for his laptop, so we were able to play the original RE3 on his. Now, true, I could play the original RE2, but I've already played the remake before that, so I wouldn't really see a point. But I wanted to play the original RE3 before the remake came out, so I can do a compare and contrast, or compare video. And honestly, I'm pretty sure a lot of you also are going into this RE3 remake with a lot of expectations if you played the original RE3. It looks great graphic-wise and stuff like that. It looks like a very beautiful, beautiful game. Heard that they're going to be getting a demo. I will be trying that out. And honestly, if I like the demo, uh, if I like it, I'll definitely be picking up both of my copies. You know what I'm saying? If I don't like the demo, I'm gonna be on the fence about even picking up the pre-order. But what really determines if I get the game is three strikes. And the first one that like kind of broke me, so they got two chances, two strikes left before I completely just cancel my pre-order for Resident Evil 3 Remake, and that's if like the first strike they got when they announced that there's not going to be any choice options in the game. Now, I heard that they also cut out. I also heard that they cut out. What else did they cut out? They cut out Mercenaries mode and replaced it with Resident Evil Resistance. Now, me personally, I wasn't really introduced to Mercenaries mode in Resident Evil until like Resident Evil 5 and 6, which you can hate on me if you want. Those games I loved. Unlike most people out there who hate on Resident Evil 5 and 6, especially 6, me personally, I loved it. I don't know about any other of you, but I think it's pretty freaking cool that they added in a character who can go one on one without a gun, like Jake Mueller, who can go one on one, hand to hand combat with zombies. So I don't know about you. I just think that's incredibly awesome. That's just me. Like I personally loved Resident Evil 6. It was actually not as bad as people thought, or it was not as bad as people said that it was. So there's that. There's that going on. But we're talking about Resident Evil 3. So the other two strikes, I heard from Michael Does Life when I was watching one of his live streams. He said something like they are probably thinking, like he's thinking that they're probably not going to add the clock tower scene or the RPD scene because according to developers, they want to add a more. The reason why they took out the choice options, like in the original RE3, you would have choices whether, like, if like for the first one, you run into Nemesis in the RPD, and you have a choice to either fight him or go inside the RPD, and that's a small choice. But one of them, just in case if you haven't played the original, I'm not going to spoil it. I'll just say the final live choice selection that you make determines which ending that you get. There's the first ending, and then there's the true ending. Like the true ending is canon to the series, and you know it kind of goes with the whole Resident Evil franchise. You know what I'm saying? The other one is just kind of like a bonus ending, I guess, if you can think about it. But yeah, so that's strike one for Capcom, because if they want to make a remake of this game, even they said it was a reimagining, but they should at least try to stay true to the story. Now, if they take out the clock tower scene, which is the most iconic scene in probably in the entirety of the game, because that is like legit where, like, if you've seen the trailers, you should know that Jill gets infected. I'm just going to throw that out there. Jill gets infected with the T virus in Resident Evil 3 by Nemesis. And the clock tower scene is where Jill is sort of recovering and trying to process what's happened while Carlos goes to the RPD hospital to find a vaccine. So, you know, there's that. And what I'm thinking is, like, they can't cut the clock tower scene because it's a very important scene. Same thing like with the RPD. Like that scene, like, you know, Brad gets killed. Beginning of the game. It's not really a spoiler, but he gets killed. Beginning of the game. So he gets killed by Nemesis, and then you either fight him or run from Nemesis in the police station. So I'm just saying that if they cut those two scenes, then that's all done for me. Like, I'm probably not even going to pick up the game. I'll probably watch people like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, people like Residents of Evil, or any other people. Like, I'll probably watch them play it, and maybe it'll change my mind if the gameplay looks good. But I'm only going to give Capcom 2 more chances before I cancel my pre-order. So all I'm asking you is do not cut those two major scenes. Do not cut the Raccoon City Police Department scene, and do not cut the clock tower scene. That's the only thing. Now, I'll be honest, changing the cable car to a subway train, that's not really that big of a deal, but I just honestly hope that they also stay true to the story, like adding in when Jill gets recovered from the T virus and she has to go through the Raccoon City Park and stuff like that, and all those other stuff. So I really hope that that they stay true to that at least. Still keep that in there. What else I going to say? Oh yeah, another thing I was going to talk about is the dodge mechanic. Now in the original RE3, they did have a dodge mechanic in that game in the original, but I will admit they did not have a thing. Slow motion thing if you perfectly dodged a zombie or anything else. So what I'm thinking is if they would have just kept the dodge without the ability to slow down time or anything like that, it probably wouldn't have been. It probably would have been a little bit better. I'm saying this is like a minor, very minor little flaw that it's not really I have a problem with, but it's gonna be weird because, like I said, I love what they shown us. I love what, I love the trailers that we've gotten. We'll admit, I saw the gameplay trailer or the gameplay that they showed us a couple 2 or 3 days ago, from one of the workers over at Capcom. Not trying to diss on her, but gonna be honest, kind of wanted to get more info. Like they could have been more serious about playing the game instead of trying to get caught by zombies and trying to show off the dodge mechanic. I wasn't really interested in seeing how the dodge plays out. I'm more interested in seeing the environment of Raccoon City and what the story is going to be like and how much it's changed, in the course of literally about 2 decades, almost 2 decades. So that's a lot going into that. So with all that being said, Resident Evil 3 is a big game that holds a special place in my heart. So going into this game, I have a lot of expectations. You know what I'm saying? This game means the world to me. As far as a survival horror, even though I think I've saw on Steam or something like this new Resident Evil 3 reimagining or remaster or remake, whatever you want to call it, is supposedly um, shit, lost my train of thought. But anyway, moving on from that, uh, I'm going it's a beloved game to me, so it has a lot of expectations to meet for me in order to love it. But I did love Resident Evil 2, the remake. Didn't really mind it that much. Like I said, you can hate on me for all you want for or saying I'm a fake Resident Evil fan because I haven't played the original RE2. But my reasoning behind that shit is literally because at the time when the original RE2 was out, my family couldn't to afford it at that time in 1998. Then again, I was just being born, so I started getting into Resident Evil when back in I think 2004, 2005. That's when I think it was 2007 or 2008 when we finally got our first PlayStation. So, and I was more into the idea of Nemesis than anything else. So I kind of skipped 2 and went straight to 3. But looking back on it now, I feel like I probably should have went and got the second one played as well. So, yeah, I need to play the original RE2, even if playing the remake first, kind of to But then again, from Resident Evil 3 to Resident Evil 3 remake, I have expectations going into that one. With Resident Evil 2 remake to the original Resident Evil 2, I can just compare and contrast what they did differently in the remake and stuff like that. So shouldn't be that bad. I'm not hating on, the remakes. Capcom is just doing their own thing. I saw on I think it was Eurogamer that was explaining that Capcom is just trying to do new things with the series. And I'll be honest, like, it's not that bad. Like, a lot of people are hating on the changes, like, especially the way Jill looks now. Uh, and a lot of people are also hating on Claire's model for Resident Evil 2 Remake. Like, I'm just saying, maybe that's just me, but I'm not really into, like, if a character model looks like, a real person, then, you know, props to, like, you, Capcom, for getting all the facial recognitions and stuff like that. But I don't know if it's just me, but I'm more into, like, gameplay and how the game plays out and the story and all that other stuff. But I'll admit, Jill is a beloved character of the Resident Evil franchise. She was in 5, 1, Revelations 1, 3. She's the main star of 3. So, all that stuff. So, I can kind of understand about, being upset that, she's not wearing her traditional tube top and friggin' mini skirt for the zombie apocalypse this time around. But they already, like they said in an interview talking about Resident Evil 3, the directors were saying that they wanted to make Jill more action oriented and have her, like, be kind of prepared for the zombie apocalypse and not just be like, oh, I just got back from the nightclub with my girlfriends and all the other stuff. But hey, what can you do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I personally love Jill's new look. I think she's attractive. A lot of people are saying that the new Jill looks like Laura Croft. Have no complaints, honestly, with that. She does have similar facial features to Laura Croft in the new the 2013 Tomb Raider, or I think it was 2015. But honestly, I had no complaints with that. I love that Tomb Raider. I played the original. But anyway, getting sidetracked. But look, Resident Evil 3 Remake comes out on April 3rd, which is on Friday, next month. So look forward to that. Like I said, Capcom, you're giving me 2 more chances, to try to convince me. And if I like the demo, then maybe I'll even bump that back up to 3 chances. But yeah, so look forward to that. For the unboxing for Resident Evil 3 Remake. Hopefully I don't have to cancel my pre-order. I really hope Capcom doesn't disappoint me with some upcoming news and stuff like that. So, yeah, this has been my official take and my thoughts of the new Resident Evil 3 Remake that's coming out April 3rd. I'm Xenoheart13, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.